Hello, my name is Chris, and today I will review the 2021 Kia Seltos that Kia lent me for a week, but this is a totally independent review as always. This is a subcompact crossover that makes an attempt to give you a compact crossover for the price of a subcompact. Audacious. And by the end of this video, you'll see that Kia practically succeeded. The exterior is attractive and Range Rover-esque in appearance. Also, the proportions are nice. In this class of vehicles, it is not always so easy. The starting price is $23,000, excluding destination and taxes. This all-equipped model goes for $32,500 Canadian. The trunk and rear seats are quite big for the category. I had plenty of room sitting with the front set up for a taller person. In front, Seltos felt like a compact crossover. The width is plenty, the seating position is very high, the visibility is commanding, and the appointments are generous. Air-conditioned seats cooled my rear end and lower back, and this infotainment screen is widescreen and therefore does not obscure outward visibility. Its resolution and image quality are good. Its use is greatly facilitated with these handy hard buttons. The climate control is easy to use, but the lack of dual zone climate control is noticeable. The steering wheel is fine, a Kia quality. The dash is okay with a digital display inside. The seats are synthetic leather and are of average comfort. Kia is getting good at the classic interior and uses hard plastics everywhere, but the design language is at the front of the pack. The space here once again is impressive. The various people who sat in the passenger seat told me that Seltos felt like a compact crossover. The Bose sound system is very good for this price. Driving Seltos this week, I felt the many qualities of this vehicle. Top-notch exterior styling, true compact crossover dimensions, stylish interior, and a sprightly driving disposition emphasized by a playful suspension and reactive brakes. Combined, this puts Seltos at the head of the pack, a must test drive. Check out the value-packed mid-trim models when shopping. The engine is a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that works very well. It makes 175 horsepower and 195 pounds of torque, and the entire vehicle is covered by a bumper-to-bumper warranty of 5 years, a considerable benefit. This tester has a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. It does 9.4 liters in the city and 7.9 liters on the highway, and during my week I averaged 7.4 liters. Kia wants to rule the world, obviously. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers, driving the 2021 Kia Seltos. This is hot off the presses. It has 2,800 kilometers. I had this truck for the entire week and I drove over 1,000 kilometers with it, so I'm really well positioned to say how this car is to drive every day. I'm going to talk about a few of the most obvious things. The exterior styling. I find the exterior styling really classy. It is the subcompact crossover that looks the most like a compact. From the outside, it is very hard to do a desirable design with a vehicle that sits high and has a short wheelbase, and somehow Kia has managed it. So kudos to them for the exterior styling. Best in class, I'd say. On the interior now, let's start with the ride. The ride is playful, like that Sportage I drove. It is, I would say, perhaps a tad or a smidgen harder than its rivals, but by no means uncomfortable. I mean, in the world of crossovers, the difference between sporty and soft is there's not much difference. It's not like sedans, like sports sedans and stuff like that. What's it like driving around? Well, the steering is playful. It's the familiar Kia, one notch up higher in playfulness, and that includes the steering. The transmission is doing fine. This turbocharged engine driving normally, I don't feel any turbo lag, and that is of course not leaving from a standstill, but when I'm passing people, when I'm on on-ramps, the power really comes on. So that's really nice. I like that. The fuel economy has been pretty good this week. Let's take a look, and it has been a 7.4, a lot of highway driving. so you're getting decent fuel economy. It's not just Toyota and Honda that does good fuel economy now. Let's talk about the interior space. The rear space is good for a subcompact. The front space is excellent for a subcompact. It feels almost like a small compact, like for example a Hyundai Tucson, more than a Hyundai Kona. What did Kia do here to make it feel as high-end as possible to give you the most value for your money? Well, they compromised. They put hard touch materials everywhere. However, where they took it up a notch was the styling, the interior design. It really looks good, and by having it all black, it could fool you perhaps into thinking it is a soft touch. So at least from an appearance point of view, it looks high-end. So that's very clever and noteworthy. The seats, well, we can't expect miracles. The Sportage has probably some of the best seats in the entire industry. This Seltos has average seats. The synthetic, I believe it's a synthetic leather, feels quality enough, feels certainly durable, and of course the cooled seats option, which is included on this high-end model, is cooling my rear end and my lower back. Being an all-equipped Kia, the appointments are excellent. We have here a low-end heads-up display. We have the Bose sound system. We have an awesome leather steering wheel, probably the best in class. I believe the Koreans get that idea best, that this is a key driver interface. You get the 10.25-inch screen. Little annoying things. The start-stop is highly annoying. Front visibility now, very good in front, very good on the sides. I'd say looking rear three-quarters, so-so. In the back, it looks fine. By having a subcompact that's trying to be a compact, you have an extremely high seating position, a very good commanding view of the road. You really feel above the other sedans. And this is the driving experience I think most people are looking for when they're buying this type of vehicle. And Kia manages to offer it for a very low price. Now, the mid-range models is where the sweet spot is, as it is the case with most Kia products. Road noise on the highway is surprisingly okay. It's average. It's not going to win any awards, but it's in the upper tier average, let's say. I drove around on the highway a lot this week, and it was fine. I didn't have to blast the radio to hear it. So the final analysis on this very good Kia Seltos, well, it's like all the other Kia products. They don't make any more weak products, Kia. It's clearly a top tier brand. I'd say the exterior styling, the clever design, interior design too, that's very nice, very tasteful. The touch points which Kia really pays attention to, this infotainment, the ease of use of the controls for the climate control. It has very few flaws, this vehicle, for the price. I think it's definitely a top 3 if you're shopping the subcompact crossover, and if you have a little bit of budget, I'd certainly go as high up in the option boxes, because the higher up you go with Kia, they're very logically optioned up, the different models. And those are my thoughts. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course you should subscribe. And that is it.